you move toward the details, we're going to be doing some amazing things together over these months that we'll spend in conversation about how to maximize your life. But today I want to think with you about the good news that surrounds our common faith. You know, it's funny, the world around us thinks that Christians are bad news purveyors, that we're just down on things. Well, that would be a surprise to the Lord Jesus, because He came to bring good news. And you know, the truth is, today, we're surrounded by people who are pursuing the American dream. Could I be so bold as to say that the American dream wasn't crafted in heaven? The American dream, as we live it today, presumes that life will have three parts. That the first 25 or so years we're living to get ready for life, and it's all about preparation and spending a little time in consumption, but the classroom work is important to get ready for the next season. In the middle of life, most people plan to spend 30 or 40 years pursuing their career, but their daily pursuits break into two categories. They tend to live life in consumption mode, and then they spend a little bit of time getting ready for what's to come. Consumption is our way of life. Our role in the economy is as consumers. And most people end every year of their life having nothing to show for the year just spent. They're spending their life. They have aspirations to make an impact, but the reality is that the American model presents a third period of life that is all about consumption. We call it a bucket list. It's delayed agendas. It's things that we always wanted to do, but we didn't have the time and the money. And so retirement in the American model is a 25 or 30-year period when we plan to increase our consumption, all the while leaving the question of eternity out of our planning. I want to suggest to you that our American way of life, even for Christians, proposes that a life well spent is a life that maximizes consumption in this life. I want to think with you in these times together about a kingdom dream that is much grander, much greater, and much more meaningful than the American dream. It's a dream that embraces our life's prime objective. It's what Jesus said He had in mind when He was finishing 3 years with the men that He mentored. He said it this way, it's in John 15:16. You didn't choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you could go and bear fruit that would last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. You see, He planned that we would have fruit, results, and impact measured in the lives of people that would last forever. Because of that, I want to challenge you to think about a life not well spent, but a life well invested. That in the middle of life, and that's where we are, but in the middle of our lives, we would reorient toward a different approach. An approach that says less consumption, more preparation and saving for the season to come, and an increased level of involvement in things that will last forever. We're going to call that your calling. And when you do that, it opens the door to a future that says, I want life to happen under my control, not under the demand of others and the demand of my consumption. I want to get, as soon as possible, the freedom to make as much investment in things that will last forever as is possible.